What rate of return would you rather get for your mutual fund? 6% or 2%? Now, what if I told you that the mutual fund with a rate of return of 6% has an MER of 2.5%, and the mutual fund with a rate of return of 2% has an MER of 1.75%? What mutual fund would you choose? Investing successfully is difficult to do on your own. That's why so many investors choose mutual funds. When you buy a mutual fund, you're pooling your money with other investors to buy a collection of investments such as stocks and bonds. You do not own any assets the mutual fund company owns. What you do own is a unit or share. The value of the unit is the price at that particular time. When the value of the fund's investment goes up, the unit price goes up as well. When you sell the units for more than what you paid for, then you have made money from that mutual fund. For a relatively low cost, mutual funds can make building an investment portfolio easier by offering several advantages over investing in stocks, bonds, and money market instruments. How much does it cost? There are two types of costs. The first cost is the management expense ratio, or MER. It's an annual expense deducted from the value of the investment fund. Let's say you buy 4 units of a mutual fund at $10 per unit for an investment value of $40. In 1 year, those units increase in value to $20 per unit, or $80 for the total investment. The annual expense for these units to manage them is 2% of the overall value. Therefore, $1.60 is deducted from the value of each unit. After expenses, the total value of your investment has grown from $40 to $78.40. Investors do not directly pay for the MER. This does not decrease the number of units the investor purchased. The second cost, or sales charge, which may or may not be paid directly by you, is the sales commission when you buy or sell a fund. This is an upfront compensation for advisors who provide ongoing services to their clients. There are different types of charges to choose from. A front-end charge and fee for services is charged directly against the number of units you own. A low-load and back-end sales fee is not charged directly against the units you own, but is included in the MER. However, should you withdraw the investment before its set time period, you will be charged a fee directly against the number of units you own. The number, type of services, and assets under management with Roy & Associates will determine the sales charge. Understanding costs associated with mutual fund investing can be complex, but understanding this cost is important. First, let's dispel some myths associated with MERs. Myth 1. Banks do not charge fees on mutual funds. This is not true. If you purchase mutual funds, whether or not you deal with a private wealth management firm or a large institution like a bank, the cost of investing in Canadian mutual funds are reported as an MER. The choice you make is whether the advice you will pay for goes to an institution or a relationship-driven service provider like an independent advisor who will help you stay financially stronger than you could on your own. Myth number 2. The lower the MER, the better rate of return. The returns you earn as an investor reflect the performance of the fund after MERs are deducted. MERs are not billed directly to the client. Lower MERs usually reflect less active management, as lower risk investments do not require as much time to research and manage. There is no guarantee that the rate of return will be higher with lower MERs. Myth number 3. Advisors are paid all of the MER fees on mutual funds. This is not true. It's important to know what you're paying for so that you can make well-informed decisions and understand the value of what you're getting from your investments. Let's see how this money is put to work. An MER represents a percentage of the mutual fund's average net assets paid out to cover the cost of the combined expenses of the mutual fund management, operating expenses, tax, compensation to the mutual fund dealer, and your advisor for the ongoing services and financial advice they provide you. A portion of the costs associated with the services provided by the professional investment team who conducts regular research and implements the investment strategy that guides how and in which securities the fund will invest. It is these important decisions that drive the return of the fund. The MER also includes the annual operating expenses used to pay regulatory requirements and day-to-day expenses operating the fund. Each fund is also required to pay sales tax on management and administrative fees. The remaining portion of the MER represents compensation for the ongoing services and advice provided to clients as a trailing commission. This money goes to the mutual fund dealer, and the dealer pays a portion of this to the advisor. Let's look at an example. Meet Mary and Tom. They recently received an inheritance of $10,000. After consulting with their financial advisor at Roy & Associates about their situation and financial goals, Mary and Tom decided to invest their inheritance in mutual funds. They cannot decide which fund to choose because Fund A has an MER of 1.5% and Fund B has an MER of 2%. The advisor shows the history of Fund A and Fund B to Mary and Tom. Fund A is priced at $100 per unit and has an MER of 1.5%. They would receive 100 units. Fund B has an MER of 2%, but it too also has a price of $100. This would also give them 100 units. After 1 year of investing and after each fund subtracts the MER, the unit value for Fund A is $125 and the unit value for Fund B is $135. The growth for Fund B is larger even though the MER is higher. The mutual fund that Mary and Tom chose to invest in is Fund B, even though the MER is 2%. The advisor's objective research and fund knowledge help them choose investment funds with strong returns and fund management. The advice you are paying for protects you and matches your comfort level with your expectations. Investors are most successful when they follow a sound financial plan developed with the assistance of a qualified professional. Get more value for the money you already pay. At Roy & Associates, you will not get a 1-800 call center, a constantly changing representative with a minimum level of knowledge, someone who will just tell you what you want to hear. At Roy & Associates, you will get a PATH program, objective solutions, the same advisor, the same team, regular annual reviews, advisor research and fund knowledge, advisors to help you navigate major life decisions, a team that gets back to you within 24 hours. Selecting the investment is the easiest part. The difficult part is keeping focus on your financial goals. At Roy & Associates, you'll have an advisor that helps you prepare and stay unemotional so that you can confidently navigate major life decisions and whatever else life throws your way. Now that we have broken down the MER, remember that investment costs are just one aspect you should consider when contemplating the purchase of a mutual fund. Information about a fund's investment costs are available in its latest fund facts, simplified prospectus, or management report of fund performance. These important documents are available on a fund company's website or through cdar.com.